Good evening. Today is day 21 of our 30 Days of Gratitude. I'm Connie Melton, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in McKinney, Texas. And about gratitude today. I follow a young man on Instagram, and he had a comment yesterday about faith. That faith isn't about seeing the whole picture, it's about trusting the painter. But it made me think about gratitude is being able to step back once that painting is completed and see where colors you didn't think were going to go together well and things that you've been through, you just kind of wondered where this painting was going. Gratitude is about being able to look at it and appreciate all you've gone through in order to get to where you are. It's about being in the present, not about looking back and not about worrying about tomorrow, because as the Bible tells us, tomorrow has enough troubles of its own. So it's about being in the present and being thankful. So today we're looking at our third of 12 of the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. And I have been getting ready for a couple of Christmas card classes the next 2 days, and I've been working on things for Christmas craft fairs, and I'm doing all sorts of Christmassy things, so it's going to follow along that this evening we're going to, with our third day of this Advent calendar, it's going to be Christmassy. So let me turn the let me turn the camera around and we'll get started. All right, here's our kit again, and also the stamp set that came with it. And remember this, I know they're selling pretty fast, and it's a limited edition thing. It is $99. If you become a demonstrator this month, for $35, you get to pick $125, so you could pick this and $26 more worth of goodies. But I digress. Today we're looking at number 3. And of course, I've already opened it because I had to figure out what I was going to show you to make with it. And it is a bunch of little gold, well, they're very shiny. My daughter always said her favorite color was shiny gold disc. And so they're not raised. They'll go through, well, maybe a teeny tiny bit, but they won't cause a problem going through the mail. My first instinct was to do a shaker card because there's so many of them. And then I've been so involved with doing all these Christmas cards, I changed my mind. So let's pull that out. Remember, day 1 was our dies. Day 2 was paper. And we're going to use some of that paper that was left. We're using a bunch of different things tonight. Okay. One of the things we're using is from what I was working on today, our paper pumpkin that just came out, and it's all about Christmas. So if you're not one of my paper pumpkin subscribers, why not? I mean, it comes out every month, and you can skip one if you want. You can order an extra if you want. It's really great. You can see how cute these were. It was 3 each of 3 designs with matching envelopes. But I'm part of a group. There's 4 of us ladies that every month we give 3 each. So you end up with 12 alternate designs. And here are the ones that I did that are alternatives. So you can see I used the products, but they're a little different than what came with it. And it was really hard this month to come up with alternatives because the ones that came with it were so cute as it is. So, but these were the ones that I came up with. I have not seen the other 9 yet. They're sometimes a real surprise to me when I get the thing back from the lady that organizes them all. But we are going to use this, from that, we're going to use this little white background and the word Merry Christmas. So let's just go ahead and do that part, and then we'll have that out of the way. That's the only stamping, and that way, hopefully, I can keep from getting my hands in it. We all know I'm a messy crafter. All right. Try not to get my head in the image here. Okay. Turn loose. All right, Merry Christmas. Set that aside and clean that up. And don't worry, your stamp, if you use red or anything that has the red pigment in it, such as purple, even browns, it's going to stain your photopolymer stamp, but it does not do any damage to it. It's just the dye. It stains it. Okay, for our card base, we're using a piece of 4 1/4 by 11, scored on the long side at 5 1/2. Okay. And I used, if you remember yesterday's card, we cut out these circles from the Spotlight on Nature. Well, I saved that piece. And it's going to go on the front. It's 4 by 5 1/4. And then we have our little piece we cut out of it. This is 4 by 4. And I'm just going to put glue on this. This is from our 12 days of crafting advent calendar. Just going to put glue on the edge and apply it to the back of that. All right. Line this up. And this is why I'm using glue, is because I have that couple of seconds that I need to wiggle that around and scooch it around and get it just like I want it. Okay. This came from an old die set called Wreath Builder. And there are others out there similar, or you could always just use some little branches and make a circle. But I'm going to use this little Wreath Builder, and again, let's put some glue on there in different little spots. Okay, and then I took one of the dies that came with our 12 days of crafting. That needs a little more glue there. You can just feel when it doesn't want to stick, you know? And if you still have some that feel like they want to come up, you can always take the back of your block and just give it a little press down. Make sure it's good and clean, doesn't have any ink on the back. I put my Merry Christmas down here with a little bit of dimension. I'm going to use the bigger ones though. Remember, we have different kinds of dimensionals. We've got the large and the small and white, and then you can order the black ones for any of your dark things that you're working on. And they come with a mixture of small and large in that package. You know, rather than having to listen to my embossing and cutting machine, I went ahead and cut out 5 from this little die that came with our 12 days of crafting. And I'm going to use small dimensionals on the back of them to pop them up. And then we're going to use the golden little beads that came for day 3. Now, I know these aren't poinsettias, but we're going to pretend they are. They are kind of poinsettia-y looking. Is that a word? And my middle daughter used to use words. We'd say that's not a word. She said it is now. So now poinsettia-y is a word. All right. Almost there. Remember, you want to use odd numbers. All right. Now this is going to be maybe a little difficult. We'll see. These look like they're about the size. Whoops, that one went rolling. They look like they're about the size of our glue dots. Yes, they are. So that should work out perfectly. Oh, don't you love it when things come together like they're supposed to? I do. Yes. Oh, that's going to be shiny and sparkly. I love it. I hope you do. Let's get another one on there. And, oh, we've got so many of these. This is great. I think I will have to do a shaker card before this is through because we have so many of these. But we have, what, 9 more days? So, and I will have to confess, I did go ahead and look today at what we get tomorrow. And it's my youngest daughter's favorite color. We used to ask her, what's your favorite color? And she would say shiny. So I'll give you a little hint. Tomorrow's is shiny. Okay. These aren't all the same size. That's kind of cool. The ones I'm pulling out are, but there are some smaller ones in the package. They're not all the same size. All right. So there's our card front. All right. Let's put some glue on there. You could use some dimensionals as well instead of using the glue. I'm not though, because if I want to put this in the mail, I don't want it to be too thick. I want it to be able to go through the mail easily. All right, and there's our card front. All right, that is pretty cute and was pretty quick. So thank you for joining me and checking out day number 3. And tomorrow, I promise you something shiny. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.